Welcome to aminacademy.com. In physics, regarding light, let us discuss about reflection of light in mirrors. First, what are mirrors? A mirror is an object that has a smooth surface and forms images of the objects nearby. Smooth polished surface. Mostly the regular mirrors are made up out of sheet of glass that has a shiny metal coating on its backside. Types of mirrors. Generally, the mirrors found around us are flat and are referred to as plane mirrors. Image formed in a plane mirror are laterally inverted. For example, if you stand in front of a mirror and raise your left hand while looking into the mirror, you will notice that the image formed in the mirror will appear to you as you have raised your left hand, left right. Look at here, the plane mirror is like here. Now we'll talk about different types of mirrors. There can be two more kinds of mirror also named as convex and concave mirror. Is a concave mirror, that is reflection surface is inward, means it is a concave surface, and convex mirror, the reflection surface is backside of concavity, that is outside here. The convex mirror are bulged outward and curved outward. The convex kind of mirrors form images that are smaller and reverse than their actual sizes. Whereas the concave mirror are curved inward and forms images that are upside down than the real object. Next, what is mirror reflection? The formation of or appearance of an image of an object into a mirror is called the phenomenon of reflection. The phenomenon of reflection occurs when light hits the surface of any object. Generally, when light is passed through any surface, it gets reflected back. Most of the surfaces absorb some amount of light which is passed through it and reflects back a little amount of it. Mirrors usually reflect all of the light that hits them. This happens due to the metallic coating on the back of the mirror. When we stand in front of mirror, bodies reflect a pattern of the light falling on it and allows it to the mirror, and those patterns of light bounces back and form an image of ourselves in the mirror that we see that perceive through our eyes. Below are attached to the mirror reflection images. Here, next one, reflection through different types of mirror. How the reflection happens in different types of mirror, we will discuss now. The reflection of light can be roughly categorized into two types of reflection. Specular reflection is defined as the light reflected from a smooth surface, that's a specular. Smooth surface at a definite angles, whereas diffuse reflection is produced by a rough surface but that tends to reflect light in all directions. This is not, that means surface is not regular, it is a diffuse surface. Diffuse reflection. Reflection through convex and concave mirrors. Here, the phenomenon of reflection occurs in surfaces that are shiny or polished like glasses, water, or any polished metal. These objects or surfaces mentioned above reflect the light with the same angles with which it hits the surface. Very important is the same angle of incident and reflected rays. The angle with which any ray light hits the reflected surface or any smooth surface is called angle of incident. Whereas the angle with which the reflected rays bounce back is called an angle of refraction. First angle of incident, this next is angle of reflection. Both are equal through the perpendicular line to the surface of the mirror. First, we'll talk about reflection through concave mirror. Magnification on large formation, image formation, when a concave mirror is placed very close to the object, here, object is here, very close to the surface of the concave mirror, it forms a magnified, erect and virtual image. It's a magnified, erect and virtual image. Erect means upside down, virtual and enlarged. The image appears larger than the actual object and is upright. The virtual image is formed as the reflected rays appears to diverge from point behind the mirror. Look at here, object is there. This reflected first incident ray falls here and it is reflected through this. One more. Suppose one more reflection goes here and come back to this. So this image is formed here. This is the principal axis. This is important points here. The principal axis is here, object is here, and image is here. That means this object is supposed it is kept in between focus and center of the curvature of the lens. Reflection through concave mirror. Here, this is the same figure. Concave mirrors, how it's formed. Concave mirrors are used in telescopes to form the reflection of sources that are faint high up in the sky and condenses the faint light coming from them to form a sharp image into the telescope which is visible to our naked eye. In the concave mirrors, the light coming from various sources travel in a straight line towards the mirror and are reflected to meet at a certain point called the focal point. It comes back to the focal point. Concave mirrors are used in shaving mirrors, astronomical telescopes, headlights of automobiles, etc. Next is reflection of light through convex mirror. Look at here. Convex mirror is spherical mirror that shiny object is outward. That means opposite to concave surface. This is a convex surface is here. So object that here object is kept here. This it goes and reflected back, and one more rays goes through the center of curvature, come back to this one. Here this is an object, this is an image. Image is lesser size than object. In the convex mirrors, the light coming from the source of light reflects towards and away from the focal point of the mirror, which makes a small size and erect image of the object. Convex mirrors are used as rear view mirrors in vehicles and in shops for security for wider vision of field. Here are some typical question here. Do mirrors work in space? Of course it works in space. Till now we have looked at all properties of mirrors and how they perform the phenomenon of reflection in the surface of Earth. To answer the questions whether mirrors work in space or not, we can say that mirrors actually work the same as they do on Earth in space, because mirrors are used in telescopes and various other instruments that are carried into space by astronauts to observe the outer space of the environment outside the Earth. So far we discussed about what are mirrors, what are reflections, and how the light is reflected through mirrors, and types of mirror we discussed. We have done. Please subscribe our YouTube channel.